Hi, this is Trevor Conquergood. Welcome to Sunset Stitches. Did you know that I have an embroidery club? It's called Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club, and there are two seasons, season 1 and season 2. And this video's a showcase about everything that you would get if you joined as a member. And new members are welcome. And if you've already joined as a member, then I'll also show you how you can get access to your membership on my website so that you can download everything. And so essentially, I was surrounded myself with all kinds of really cool, beautiful embroidery samples. And I'm going to take you guys through a little tour of the Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club, both season 1 and season 2. And so I've got my books with me because that's one of the, I think, the most important parts about joining as a member is printing your book, because then you'll know everything that you got in season 1, right? This is my book for season 1. Everything that's on the page is something that you will have downloaded. And when you join, you can download everything all at one time. And so you'll have everything and you can start to enjoy it right away. This is, of course, something that's available through sewing stores with the new member DVD for season 1 and the new member DVD for season 2. It's not actually everything is on the DVD. In fact, really what's inside of here is your access code for my website. And so I can show you if you've ever purchased one of these, then you need to get access on the Sunset Stitches website so that you can download everything that was released in, like I said, season 1. And then, of course, there's season 2. And so I've printed everything in season 2 as well. And what I've done is I've opened up the PDF pages for these so that I can show you guys really everything that's included when you join as a member. And so if you're ready to get started, what I'm going to do is bring my, computer screen onto the video so that I can show you guys, first of all, how to join. And if you want to join today, you can purchase your membership directly on my website. You can also buy one of these member DVDs from your local sewing store if they have them in stock. If not, they can be ordered from Floriani or R&K Distributing. But you can just also join directly on the website. And if you've already got these, but you're not a member on my website, then let me go ahead and show you guys how. And so I think what I'll do is I'll make this a little bit bigger. And essentially, when you visit Sunset Stitches, you'll notice that there's kind of a menu at the top with things like Embroidery Club, right? And this is what I'm saying. I have season 1 and season 2 of my embroidery club. And basically, you want to be able to visit the embroidery club season 1 member download page. You'll click on that to get everything. But right now it says I need to be a member or I need to log in, one or the other. I could click here, to see the different options for joining. You can also click up here on the main menu where it says account, view all member options. Either way, if you click there, then you'll see that how to join. And the first thing I'll say is if you have one of these DVDs, if you've already purchased your membership, probably the easiest way is to go ahead and join for free as an Sunset Stitcher account, and then send me an email. And I can take care of adding the purchase to your account for you. If you want to purchase directly on my website, then you'll scroll down to where it says Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club. You can join just for season 1 or just for season 2, or you can join for both seasons at the same time. And essentially, when you click select, there's a place here where you can enter a discount code if you've got one. And so if you buy, this is where the code would go from the inside of your DVD case. But honestly, if you've bought the DVD case in a store and you just want to get a free account, send me an email. I'll take care of it from there. But you're welcome to join as a member on my website. And so that is really where you would go. And so if I click on, for example, Embroidery Club Season 1 download page, and then just click to log in, it will remember my login information and allow me to go ahead and log in. So I'll just enter my skill testing question and log in. Yeah. So once I'm logged in, if I visit the Embroidery Club download page, you'll notice that there are, oh, well, I logged in, but I didn't log in with the right member access. So that means I can't show you the actual download page, but that's okay. Let me just know that the downloads come per number 1 to 12 is what it is. So in each one of the downloads, there's several pages. So essentially, when you download each one, and let's go Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club Season 1, and this is download number 1. And when I click on that, this will show me everything that's in that download. And so each download has probably about 20 or 24 pages that you'll add to your book. And when I say your book, what I mean by that is like your book, right? Like you'll print your own book. This is my book. I even give you the embroidery designs if you want to make your own beautiful binder like I did. But you can just get a store-bought binder and print the pages off to put them inside. But the pages really help because you're going to be, I know I have a cool dragon. I know there's an amazing dragon. I can remember seeing it, but you're going to be, where is it? You know, that's the question. Which download was it? Is it in season 1 or is it in season 2? Because you're going to want to embroider it and you need to know where the file is. And is there a video that goes with it? And so what I'm going to do is go make the screen large again and just show you. I opened up the book. So this is a 300-page PDF. You can print it, you know, and put it in a binder. And it starts off with the at a glance pages. So every page, this is the new member DVD, and that's everything that's on that download. And then this is download number 1. So if you're kind of scrolling through your at a glance pages, or if you've got them printed and you're flipping through your book, then you're looking for the dragon. Oh, there's that dragon right there. It was in Embroidery Club Season 1, download number 6. So you would visit, you know, and you would have, that'll be a folder on that you will have downloaded and saved to your computer. Also in that folder are these cute tea designs and this beautiful redwork style elephant, you know, and all these cool Christmas ornaments, like just those right there, those Christmas ornaments, just to show you an example. Right behind me here, I have a quilt that I made with those Christmas ornaments on them. And so the Christmas ornaments are an outline style design, but I sewed them with gold metallic thread and I sewed them into a quilt like that. So, of course, you don't have to make them into a quilt. Maybe you've got some other specific project. Maybe you want to make Christmas ornaments actually out of them, which is totally possible. So it's that kind of a club where the designs are there and some inspiration is given, but you might have other ideas of how you plan to use those elephants or how do you plan to use those butterflies. And so the book is really the key. So, like I said, it starts with these at a glance pages. And so that's like the first 12 pages of the book. But then you get into the more detailed pages. So now you'll see that this is the new member DVD. And that's actually everything that's on. If you buy the new member DVD, this is what's on it. If you join on the website, then this will simply be one of your downloads that you will have downloaded. And so there's the designs, you know, to make the same beautiful binder cover that I did. And of course, it's Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club. And so here's one of the friends. This is my friend Maggie Cooper, who is from Manchester, England. And that is me with Maggie there. I went to visit her quite a few many days ago now. But look at the amazing crochet design that Maggie contributed and her beautiful Father Christmas design. People always go nuts when they see Maggie's Father Christmas designs because they're really just examples of gorgeous digitizing. This is the crochet design. Maggie was the first person I ever met that took her hand crochet stitches and crocheted them into a machine embroidery design. And I mean, is that not the most gorgeous piece of lace that you've ever seen? This is really easy to make because you just hoop up your water dissolving stabilizer and you embroider on it, and when you're done, you dissolve it, and you've got a really intricate, delicate looking piece of crochet lace. And when you gift this one to your grandma, just don't tell her that it only took you an hour to make it. You know what I mean? She doesn't need to know how, because she'll tell you how much time it took her to make one of these sons. And I know because my grandma did tatting like that, and those are such beautiful ones. But these Father Christmas designs here, I've got them. This was the first one that she released, but over the course of season 1, you get all 4 of these beautiful, beautiful designs. And I mean, just to frame them, I think would be amazing to have these by your, as part of your Christmas decoration collection. It's really outstanding work. And, Maggie's such an inspiration to me because I met Maggie. She was a retired person, and she didn't even learn to digitize until many, many days after being a retired person. And Maggie digitized right up into her final days on Earth. And I'm so sad to say that Maggie's actually passed away. In 2020, Meg's passed away, but she lives on in my heart and in the videos. Oh my goodness, the videos, you guys, with me and Maggie. This one here comes in season 2, and I literally got this design from Maggie the week that she passed away. Long after Maggie could even get up and run her embroidery machine, she was still able to create and make designs. And isn't that something that's really amazing about our craft and our hobby, is that really it allows us to be creative. And anyway, thanks, Maggie, for all the wonderful designs. And I have more to share, you guys. Let's go ahead and make this big again. Yeah, so all right, let's zoom this back out. That's Maggie, and then now we have her beautiful crochet doily. And then my friend Celine, who owns a sewing school in Montreal, Canada, called École de Couture. And Celine and I get together, and we often embellish onto finished items or items that Celine is making. This time we made this cute little fox design that goes on the toes of your slippers. And we also did these cool, inspired by Klimt, if you know who that is, but Gustav Klimt was a painter. Anyhow, and there's a video. So you'll notice a lot of times it says plus a 33-minute video. And the videos with Kim, the videos with Celine, the videos with Maggie are really amazing parts of it. This is a collection of designs. There are what appears to be 7 folk art circles. And they would make beautiful coasters, but you can quilt them into a beautiful quilt panel. There's so many design collections in the embroidery club, and that's just an example of them. Here's my friend Kimberly Deemer, and she's one of the contributors to Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club. And Kim is what I like to refer to as an in the hoop genius. And this is an in the hoop cell phone case. It's got a lining. It's got a little spot for what you would say like your it's padded. So you could either use embroidery batting, or I like to use the SoFab foam. It's got a Velcro closure, and you just slip your cell phone in there. And like I said, there's an extra pocket here that you could use to slip in there like some ID or just some papers or whatever you need to keep with your phone. But isn't that cool? So that's an example of the kind of thing that you could make totally in the hoop. Right at the end of this, the most you would have to do is turn it and sew a tiny little seam to close it all up. And so Kimberly was definitely the person that taught me all about in the hoop embroidery. And so thank you, Kimberly, and thank you, Celine. Thank you, Maggie, for being such wonderful contributors to the club. You guys, it's such great to have friends to, I guess, get together with and do embroidery with. All my friends were, virtual friends. I didn't, do embroidery in person with them, but I got to know them through the internet and through videos and downloads. And isn't this a beautiful set of lace angels? This is just the first download of season 1. I could take all day pouring over the beautiful embroidery designs that you get when you join for Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club. And these lace angels are something else, you guys. Look at the beautiful. Where's my camera there? There's each angel has a sort of filled in version. It's filled in with like a mesh or an outline only version, and you just sew them on the water dissolving stabilizer, and you'll have beautiful Christmas ornaments or tags to give to your friends, but they all have a place to hang them from. And so it's a set of 10. I believe there's 10 of them, and 10 filled in, 10 not filled in, so like 20 designs kind of in total there. Of course, they come in all the formats. It doesn't matter what machine brand you have. We can do all the machine brands. It's just what will you do with the angels, right? So I think they make great presents. And certainly these two fancy pumpkins are some of my favorite designs that I've made. And we love our lace here at Sunset Stitches. You get there's a lot of lace in the collections, to be honest. And this one here, here I've got it in a couple different colorways. It's the applique in the middle. So I don't know if you can sense that from it, but I've got fabric in here. I did a two-sided like I fused the fabric front to back and then stitched it into the design. And so this is the same design. It's just all white this time. And this time it's all white, but it's got like little orange flowers in there. So this one is one that I digitized. Yeah. And you'll notice that there's a lot of, I guess, lace style designs that are included, whether they be doilies or whether they be angels, and on it goes, hearts and all that stuff. So let's bring this large again. And so that was literally all that is like the first download, of the first season. And then now you're on, and you can tell right here, this page says new member DVD, and then the next page says download 1. And there's a video here where we learn about embroidery density. Yeah, 20 or 19-minute video. So in download, Embroidery Club Season 1, download 1, there's a beautiful set of red work ladies. There's this really beautiful poinsettia coaster, and Kimberly made a lot of these cool, I don't know if I want to say like coasters, but there's different floral designs like this. And it's got quilting in it. And again, this is one that you can use embroidery batting, but if you want to use the foam, it makes it kind of extra scooshy like that. If you want to, if that's even a word, scooshy. But anyway, and on it goes. So that's, now we're into the first download of Embroidery Club Season 1, and Kimberly sharing a really cool poinsettia coaster. Maggie sent in a beautiful set of rose cutwork embroidery designs. Look at these beautiful designs. They're large scale cutwork designs. She made a beautiful table center out of hers. And so you, of course, have the designs, but there's also the video with me and Maggie, 32 minutes long, talking about, how to do the cutwork and how, what products we used and how we would have done them. And Celine and I made matching rose shirts. And so I digitized a beautiful set of roses that you can decorate on the front of your Levi's and, shirt kind of thing. And then we can match, right? Because I always like to wear my roses when I go out. So if you ever get to meet me in person, I might have my roses with me. You'll notice that in almost every download of Embroidery Club, there are sets of designs. And this time it's a beautiful set of folk art birds, and these are large size designs. They're all about 8 inches tall. They would really be beautiful as some sort of a folk art bird style quilt. The rooster and a beautiful doily, and now we're on to download number 2, of Embroidery Club season 1, download number 2. Maggie contributed these beautiful crane embroidery designs and a repeatable piece of crochet lace that you can sew over and over again to make like a sort of like a crochet lace edge. I did these beautiful red circles. There's actually a series of them. These are the first 2 of them here. And I have some of them with me. A lot of these things end up living in my suitcase because when I travel, I like to bring samples from Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club. And so I called this the Red Circle series. And I believe there are 6 designs in the collection. So really you'll find that there's a lot of spectacularly designs, the beautifully detailed embroidery, Trevor and Friends. It's not just all simple stuff like that. And the butterflies is a great example of one of my favorite things to do. You can make this into the butterfly quilt if you want to, but I stitched mine on paper and colored them. And when I embroider on paper, I've got some embroidery on paper here. If you like to color, then this is tons of fun because you just need to get some watercolor paper and you embroider your, butterfly right onto the watercolor paper, but then you can color it. And you can color it with watercolor pencils. You can color it with just regular colored pencils. You can color it with watercolor paints. You can color it with markers. This is actually like a markers. Really, it's a piece of paper, and you can color it with whatever you want to. And these are examples of designs that were made and then stitched onto the paper and, come from one of the downloads. Yeah, I really like the llama with all the cool, almost like Zentangle style or Mandela decorating. I don't know what exactly you call it. These are definitely Zentangle mushrooms. And really, it's a one color embroidery design. All of that color came from markers and just having fun, So next time your friends are over, you could have stitched up a few things and everybody could sit and color while they visit, right? And of course, everybody loves to color. It's sort of like for all ages. And so these are all designs that come from, somewhere in Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club, either season 1 or season 2. And some of them have been colored with colored pencils, like this one here is your kind of colored pencils. And then the more vibrant ones were the colored markers. But anyway, there's videos that talk about embroidering on paper and using, good quality cutaway stabilizer to make sure that something doesn't, you need to have at least one layer of that project that doesn't tear, right? So you learn a lot about embroidering as you go through the different projects of Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club. And Kimberly's zipper bag is fully lined. It's an in the hoop zipper bag. I've made it and given it to friends. I've got this is my, I guess, cork version of it. It looks deluxe when you sew it in the cork. Like, you feel like it should have been on sale at the Louis Vuitton store or something like that. But it's quite amazing how you can do all of this in your embroidery hoop and have nothing to do at the very end except for close a small seam by hand stitching. And so, like I said, Kimberly's an in the hoop genius. And this is one of her amazing projects with the candle wicking details and the little window over here that you can add your own kind of embellishments to. Not only did I make this one out of cork, I stitched it all with metallic thread. So it's all metallic thread on cork. And so lots of fun projects that you get to, I guess, download and enjoy on your own time, right? You might join it today, but you'll own these projects and enjoy them, when you're ready to enjoy them, and for years to come, you guys. After Kimberly did the zipper bag, Celine and I did a cool set of fashion patches, and this couldn't be more timeless, all the cute little, ice cream cones and cupcakes and unicorns. And it's like a set of 25 designs. They come with little outlines, and we called them the fashion patches. And you know me, I love to make embroidery patches. I do a lot. I teach patches just about everywhere I go. And this is just a cute little vest that has all kinds of cute little patches on it. You got your pizza patch on there. And anyhow, um, I hope you guys are enjoying this. And if you are already a member and you have any questions, you're always welcome to email me, Trevor@sunsetstitches.com. If I didn't already say that, that's my email. And that's how you can reach out to me, whether it's for help with joining the website or whether it's for help with, I can't, figure out how to download, or whether it's what thread should I use, reach out to me. I'm always happy to hear from you guys. There's lots of beautiful designs that we can look at and learn about. I'm just going to go on for a little bit longer and show you guys a few more of the amazing things that you get when you join as a member. And so really beautiful lace bowl. You know what I love about this lace bowl? It sews flat in one hooping. And at the end of it, you just have to put in a couple little stitches on each, and it makes the flower petal bowl. And it's a really beautiful embroidery design. Now we're on to download number 3. And as you can see, every download is just chock full of beautiful embroidery designs. Here you've got an in the hoop, penguin stuffy. Here you have the fantasy castles. As you can imagine, you can stitch those on paper and color them, but you could definitely make a cool castle quilt out of them. Or maybe you just need one castle for a cool layout that you're making for someone's birthday. Celine and I did reverse embroidery with a beautiful reverse embroidery flowers and a reverse embroidery bird on a t-shirt. And that was a lot of fun. That's where you get another one of these beautiful elephant, and I guess I call them red work style designs, but maybe they're coloring style designs. I don't know. Maybe you just want to quilt with them, but the Sunbonnet Girls, the same thing. They're outline designs. And so the colors came from me coloring them in, but they are a cute set of 8 little Sunbonnet Girls. Maggie did an amazing set of cranes and turtles. Also a repeatable set of flowers that makes a nice kind of edge along the bottom of a dress. We learned about thread weights. And so, like I said, Maggie and Trevor, 17-minute video. Trevor teaching about different weights of thread, special 22-minute video. And so in download, right, I can tell at the bottom of every page, Embroidery Club Season 1, download 3. So that's where you'll find this video, and that's where you'll find this design. And so really you will have the same beautiful book as I do to be able to go through and see all of the different designs. Not only do I teach you about embroidering on paper, but Celine went for a tour of a paper making factory in Montreal and brought photographs of the process of making paper, which was kind of a fun video. 21-minute video about doing the doodle page on paper, and a cool, embroidery doodle page to color while you take your phone calls. Yeah. So Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club is just chock full of embroidery collections, embroidery projects contributed by Trevor, by Kimberly, by Celine, and by Maggie. And so these are Kimberly's eyeglass reader case holders. This little set of snowman here, once again, I colored them in, but you can easily turn them into a beautiful quilt. Another one of Maggie's Father Christmas designs. This one was kind of fun. Embroidery on paper, but now we turned it into a photo frame. And so you learn about creating a photo frame. Basically, with the photo frame, you're going to embroider onto a piece of paper and then remove a section so that you can put a photograph inside. So essentially, I've got 2 different pieces of paper here because this red paper is actually kind of like a cool textured watercolor paper, or Another word you might find is mulberry paper, right? You're looking for paper that has more fiber than your typical tree-made papers. But when you get a good watercolor paper, they're quite strong, actually, the paper. And then when you add the cutaway stabilizer, you'd be surprised how much embellishment that could take. But these are just examples of the beautiful designs, and we're still talking about Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club season 1. We haven't even got to season 2 yet, and so let's kind of speed this up a little bit. Where this is Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club download number 4, season 1 download 4, where we got to the star. Yeah, and so I'll go through it and only touch on a few of the highlights. The beautiful doves. Celine made a beautiful scarf on linen. We talked about embroidering on linen and how to use the water dissolving stabilizers to do that with it. More cute little sunbonnet, girls and boys. Kimberly made cool CD coasters, something to do with those CDs now that we don't listen to them anymore. Trevor did a little talk, 24 minutes, about stabilizers and the different kinds and why you need to own them. We learned about embroidering with wing needles and how you could use with some special designs that were provided to embroider with the wing needle and the cool effect that it makes. I highly recommend watching the video before you start sticking the wing needle on your embroidery machine, but there's a 22-minute video there to learn all about, doing wing needle embroidery. There's the beautiful Christmas ornament collection that I showed you guys that was on my quilt. There's Maggie's dragon. I mean, that dragon, I don't think Maggie expected me to turn it into a freestanding embroidery dragon, right? Maggie probably thought that he was going to go on a jacket or on a sweatshirt, but I sewed them onto the power mesh stabilizer and used the heat craft tool to burn them out. And so isn't that an interesting thing that you can do with your embroidery machine? This is literally an iron-on dragon that you could just iron on to just about anything you want. And so I've used an adhesive on the back. And so these are just the designs. You guys, there's so many videos. In season 1, I know because when I finished it all up, I told there's 69 recordings. There are 300 PDF pages, and there are 420 embroidery designs in season 1. And now season 2, season 2 is ongoing. We're actually we've not fully released all of the downloads for season 2, but in the first 9, you'll find there are hundreds and hundreds of beautiful embroidery designs, just like season 1, full of projects, and there's still to download 10, 11, and 12 yet to be released. And so if you join for Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club season 2, then when the new downloads are available, you will reach them from your download center. And so I'm just kind of scrolling through the pages now, showing you some more of the beautiful embroidery designs and beautiful embroidery projects. Now we're at download number 7, and download number 8, Kim made a cool in the hoop needle keep holder. I think that's what you called that, but it's like quilted and stuffed, and you could basically stick your needles in it based upon the kind of needle and the size. So it's a good way just to keep track of your needles. Anyway, there's so many fun projects everybody contributed, and just wanted to say how grateful I am to having these wonderful friends that participated in making this wonderful, set of what you can join today as a member as Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club season 1 and season 2. And Maggie made these cool Christmas coasters. I did a beautiful poinsettia wreath. Won't that look beautiful as a table center? Here's more of your redwork circles. Kimberly did a cool, we designed our own fabric. It's rose fabric. And once you've stitched the fabric, you can make it into a bag or make it into anything you want to. It's custom designed fabric. These are beautiful flower corners. There's the instructions for Kimberly's needle keep. The animals. This is a whole set of beautiful applique animals. I quilted mine, so if I could just show you the quilt, I got it hanging right behind me here. Everybody loves when I show the beautiful sea animals. I remember being in Houston for the International Quilt Festival and hanging this quilt up, and everybody admiring them applique, but I've been like, please don't look at the binding. I'm just new to quilting, and I do not belong showing in the International Quilt Festival, but I was in the booth, from the Floriani booth. Anyway, you guys, these are cute little applique animals, and there's a whole set of them in there. And so they're just examples of Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club Season 1 and Season 2. So let's move on to Season 2, you guys. These are just about at the end of Season 1. Like, I think we're now on download number 9. So scrolling a little harder kind of thing, a little faster. You get the idea about just how much there really is. This is just Season 1. And all of the beautiful embroidery designs that you would download. These beautiful motif sets are great for decorating with. More of Maggie's unbelievable crochet lace designs. This is a set of 10 blue circles, and they're all about 8 inches round. And I stitched them in blue and gave them to a friend who made this into a beautiful quilt. Those are really detailed, beautiful blue circle style designs. Easter eggs from Kimberly. And here we're on to download number 10. Oh my goodness, Trevor's Tooth Fairy pillow. I always love the Tooth Fairy pillow. I often like to joke and say, the older you get, you might need a Tooth Fairy pillow, right? If you start losing your teeth again. But when you're a kid or a grandkid, wouldn't this have to be a fun thing to have? And so there's a cute little kind of saying on the back and a little pocket. Anyway, Kimberly, I love the little projects that you make, and thanks for sharing those with me. So Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club Season 1, all of these beautiful designs, more motifs, more cool quilting style, redwork style embroidery designs. Look at this beautiful Celine and I made I made this lace, and Celine put it into like a nightgown, like in the neckline. Can you imagine that? And there's a video talking about how to do that. I mean, this is really gorgeous lace. And I don't know about the neckline in the front, although I guess you could, but I think it was on the back of the nightgown that she had done that. So really, there's such an interesting assortment of things that you get when you join for Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club Season 1 and Season 2. And so I hope you guys are enjoying this video. It's just a little bit of inspiration. If you've never learned about the Embroidery Club, you might be blown away by all the things that are in it. And if you've already got it, it's just a really nice reminder of all the cool projects that you already own. And you should get them out and definitely make some of these beautiful things. Let's start looking at Season 2. This is download 11. And so I'll just kind of scroll through to the end of the last download. So twin needle embroidery designs. That's another kind of fun style of unique embroidery. Look at the beautiful owls, and another set of beautiful coasters from Kimberly, and on it goes. So I think this is probably the download number 12 for Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club Season 1. And so let's click on Season 2. And in Season 2, it starts out with the same kind of at a glance pages. And so you get, if you're just looking for something in particular, that's usually the fastest way to find it, is kind of at the front of the book. And then you get into the more detailed pages. Look at this beautiful cutwork design on the back of a t-shirt that Celine and I made. And the beautiful bird on branch designs. You guys, this is one of my favorites. Between myself and my daughter, Loren, we have done a different bird and branch style for every download. You can frame them, or I'm just waiting to see somebody who's made, the quilt from all the different bird on branch style designs. But these are just some of the ones that you'll be downloading. And like I said, I made them all and framed them, but aren't they gorgeous? Yeah, and they're what you would call a light style of embroidery. They're not super heavy in terms of density, and just gorgeous, gorgeous detail in there. And so there's some talented people that contributed to Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club, and I am only one of them. You guys, my kids are involved, and my friends are all involved, and so we would love to have you guys as a member. And so we're on a new member drive. We want new members to join for Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club. Look at Kimberly stepping it up a notch with her in the hoop doggy doo-doo bag holder. This stuff cracks me up, Kim. How do you think of these things? But of course, everybody needs a doo-doo bag holder. The project actually has a clasp that's supposed to be, I didn't stitch a clasp onto this one, but it's got like a hook, so you can clip it to the dog's leash and you'll always have your stuff with you. Of course, it's quilted, but there's a spot in there if you want to embroider their name, like for Ruff or whoever your dog's name is. Mine is Ryder, is my dog's name. Yeah. Anyway, that's Ryder right there. And he loves his little doo-doo bag holder, Kimberly. Cross stitch became a thing in season 2. And you'll notice that there are cool cross stitch style designs like this cross stitch bookmark. The cross stitch bookmark has got really beautiful cross stitch style embroidery. It's on denim, and then it's just fringed up on the edges. So if you've never done that, that's kind of a fun one to learn to do as well. So Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club season 2, more beautiful lace. And this time I used this design to make an anniversary card for my wife when we had our 20th anniversary. And just look at how beautiful this lace design is, you guys. Like, it's a double applique with a freestanding lace edge. And I did it. I made this with an adhesive on the back so you can iron it onto the front of a greeting card and make a beautiful anniversary card for somebody. Of course, this one says Embroidery Club Season 2, but you can easily change out the text and make it say happy anniversary or just I love you heart or whatever you want. But it's a double applique with a really beautiful set of lace on it. Yeah. You guys, if you haven't already joined and you've listened all the way to this length of the video, I'm sure you're going to want to join. Remember, you can just go onto the website, right? Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club is sunsetstitches.com. Just click on account and click view all member options to join as a member. Once you get your membership, then you'll click on Embroidery Club and you'll go to the download page and you'll download. Each download is numbered, and you'll collect all of them. And like I said, season 2 is ongoing. And so you'll notice that download 10, 11, 12 have yet to be added, but they are coming soon. And so that is the latest news. Yeah. In Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club season 2, there are also the monsters. And so one of these, here's another one that I quilted, this Japanese floral circles. That quilt is right behind me here. It's fallen down. It's down here. Look how soft this quilt is, you guys. It's really, these are beautiful embroidery designs to turn into a quilt. They have kind of a really light style of embroidery so that your quilting doesn't get heavy in any way. And so maybe you're not going to quilt those designs. They're Japanese circles, and you'll have to decide what you want to do with them. They're yours. And so you could make them into beautiful sweatshirt, or maybe some kind of table linens would be beautiful with these on them. This is what I was saying about the monsters. Oh my goodness, you guys, my daughter Loren designed these monsters, and every month there is a new one. And so there's a whole series of monsters. They're in the hoop monsters, and I have to say they are so much fun. Every one of these monsters is a kind of monster. So Loren invented the kind of monster. Of course, you get to decide what color of fabric to use when you make them, and you can name your monsters. But you'll notice when you go through the book that it'll say For example, this one here is a mischief monster. And so when you embroider it, you can decide what color your mischief monster is and give it a name, but it's a mischief monster. And every download in Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club Season 2 has a monster involved. It has crosswork in every month. There, or in every download, I guess I shouldn't call them months because they were not released sequentially in months. It's been over time that these things have been released. Kimberly made a beautiful holder for your baby wet wipes cases, so you can sort of like have a really pretty sunflower case to wrap up your wet wipes in. And those aren't just for babies. Sometimes you got to clean up a mess on the go. We might all carry one of those. So the beautiful sketch roses, my wife drew them. I digitized them. Celine showed us how to put them on a dress shirt. There's a cheeky monster. And so this is a cheeky monster. And like I said, you get to choose your color and give it a name, but it's a cheeky monster. You'll notice in season 2 that I started introducing my skyline designs, different cities that I visited. This is the Portland skyline. They're beautiful kind of single color redwork style designs. There's your Chicago skyline right there. Yeah, so all of these are the beautiful designs from Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club Season 2. And so I know that you're going to be excited to get out and stitch out some of these beautiful bird on branch designs. And don't forget to watch the videos. A lot of these designs will come with a video, especially if there's a project or if it's with me and one of my contributing friends, then there'll always be a video. If it's a set of designs like these beautiful Christmas redwork style designs, there may not be a video. It's just simply a set of designs and you can kind of decide what you want with them. But you can be sure that when we release the dancing monster, that there's a video with Trevor and Loren talking about how we made the dancing monster and how you can make it. But truth is, once you've made one of the monsters, you can probably just make them all because the steps are generally speaking the same. Look at the cute little snowman coasters that Kimberly created this is Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club Season 2 download number 3. Yeah. So like I said, another beautiful bird on branch design. And Toronto, the city that Trevor was born in. Yeah, and on it goes, you guys. So you will enjoy hundreds and hundreds of beautiful embroidery designs, hundreds of videos, and dozens and dozens of projects. Look at this, another beautiful design, raspberry dragon. That's the pier there out in Redondo Beach. More bird on branch style designs. There's a beautiful cornucopia design here coming up. And so I know that you're going to enjoy Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club Season 1 and Season 2. And so I hope you'll join. If you've already purchased your membership, then you need to visit our website, right? sunsetstitches.com. If you already own the new member DVD and you want to just go and join, view all member options and join as a free Sunset Stitcher, you can send me an email, trevor@sunsetstitches.com, and I can take care of the rest. A lot of you guys may have registered with me years ago when you first bought your DVD, when I sent everything out by download. Well, just so you know, we've added additional downloads and member content over the years. And so if you get access on the website, you can be sure that you haven't missed anything that's involved with your membership. And it's absolutely free, you guys. You can join as a member for if you've already bought your DVD, there's no cost to get onto my website. Just join with a free account, send me an email. I'll be happy to take care of it. If you've never joined before, and you have any questions, I'd be happy to hear from you. Please send me an email, trevor@sunsetstitches.com. But this has been my Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club showcase review. And thank you so much for watching all the way to the very end of it. Until then, I hope I get to meet you someday in person. And so I will be visiting lots of sewing stores going forward in the future. And I hope to get to meet you in person. And until then, send me an email to say hi. Otherwise, have a great day and bye for now.